What drug did you take once and thought nope, never again? I was a senior in high school when Hurricane Katrina hit. Our house got 6 feet of water, no fun. But, one night my friends and I went to the gutted out house to smoke some marijuana out of a buddy's hookah. Buddy failed to inform us he had recently glued the bowl back together. Well, the crew lost composure. 2 people fell off the dock into the bayou, and everyone started panicking that they'd get hypothermia, not gonna happen during Louisiana summer. So people leave, I drive a group to our next spot. My Pontiac Sunfire is now a spaceship. My buddy riding shotgun started cackling hysterically yelling about rattlesnakes in the road, we don't got those, and the 2 in the back were talking about magic or some shit. We couldn't make it to our destination due to freaking out, so went to hang out in a grocery store parking lot till we regained composure. 10/10 would not smoke glue again. Crack, it was too good. I get the hype. Crack is hands down my favorite drug. I love how it tastes. I love making it. Sometimes I smell something that smells just like it tastes and I get an instant craving. But it is so destructive. Hundreds and hundreds of dollars gone in a night. Anytime I did it until I ran out of money. Haven't done it in about a decade and I never will again, but I wish I could. Sound like my ex. Said she can't even look at certain things without getting the crave. Really sucked letting someone like that go, you who you once cared for but instead fell in love with such a destructive drug and habit. Glad you made the choice and it worked out well for you. It's never worth it and you lived it so you know best. Wish you well. Topiramate, Topamax, a drug used to treat migraines and seizure disorders. I started developing a couple of the less common side effects, including facial numbness/tingling, visual disturbances, and most concerning to me, aphasia. The scariest thing about the aphasia is that it can be permanent. Sorry, but I'll deal with the headaches, which weren't even migraines, just a stress phase I was going through, and keep my words, thanks. I have chronic migraines and get Botox for treatment now but had to fail 3 other drugs including Topamax. It helped my headaches but I felt like a fucking idiot because I couldn't form sentences and had horrible word recall. I also had crazy vertigo and almost fell over at my standing desk multiple times. No thanks. Luckily Botox is a lifesaver. Not a drug, but I was told I needed to take a fiber supplement, and went with the fiber pills. Then I went to the emergency room because I felt like I couldn't breathe within a few minutes of taking them. Fiber pills swell up easily with water, so they can end up feeling like they are sealing your throat. I now take fiber gummies, and actually enjoy having a little treat every day. This wholesome little gem in a comment section full of hardcore drugs. Go on with your fiber gummies, you. People joke, but fiber supplements can and will fuck you up. They absorb water like crazy, which gets them stuck in places. Ironically, they can also cause blockages in your intestines. So you have to drink water like crazy and take them at the exact same time, every day, ideally with food. Any less than that and you'll be cramping all day like someone kicked you right in the kidneys. OxyContin, shit was too relaxing and didn't last long. I had knee surgery and they gave it to me for the pain. I took it for a week and when I wasn't on it I really wanted more. After a week of it I never wanted to touch that shit again. Same for me. I was prescribed some after a pretty painful oral surgery, and the first day back at work, don't worry, it was a desk job, no heavy machinery, the pain was so bad I gave in and took one. I remember zoning out at one point, looking at the clock on my computer and realizing I had just sat at my desk staring at the screen for 2 hours. And my mouth still hurt like a bitch. I started with 30 pills and the other 29 sat in my cabinet for years until I finally took them into one of those expired drug collection things at a local pharmacy. For me, meth. I did it once under the presumption that it was cocaine. It was not. I had to go to the hospital. I mean, I probably didn't have to. But at the time, I had only smoked weed. I didn't know how to deal with the increased heart rate and paranoia. For my friend, diphenhydramine aka Benadryl. He is a really hardcore tripper, and can handle inhuman amounts of psychedelic substances. But he said that the one drug he would never do again was Benadryl. He said that his experience had lots of spiders. I'm quite the psychonaut. So when I heard DPH was a thing, I of course had to try it. I did it way too many times, but the worst, absolute worst time was the last time I did it. I was in and out of consciousness and I was having such vivid dreams. I had been Snapchatting my ex-girlfriend. I'd wake up and we were talking at the time, but not about what I thought it was, so I'd answer in some delirious manner. Fall back asleep and repeat. Eventually I started to sober down and my entire house was spinning around me and I couldn't move. Never again.